put some clean brake fluid into the cylinder bores and spread the brake fluid around the cylinder bores to lubricate the bores. Next, lubricate the outside of the pistons and the O-ring so that they slide into the bore more easily. Then install the pistons by gently pressing them into place. Be careful not to slice the O-ring while installing. Press the piston into the bottom of the bore. Need a little bit more brake fluid, that's okay, just put it in. Again, gently press the piston into the bore. And press to the bottom of the bore. You'll also notice that these pistons have two different size diameters. The larger diameter of the piston goes to the bottom of the bore. The smaller diameter stays on the outside. It's okay if you get a little bit of brake fluid on the outside of the piston bores, especially if your brakes are not painted. The brake fluid will actually help reduce oxidation on the outside of the calipers. Okay, next take a rubber hammer, a rubber mallet, and gently press in an even manner, press the seal into the bottom of the bore, the seal bore. Careful not to dent or misshapen the metal part of the seal. Once it's registered in the bottom of the bore, you're done. By using a rubber mallet, you make sure you don't inadvertently dent the metallic part of the seal. Okay. Next, take the two small O-rings and lightly lubricate them with clean brake fluid. And stick them into the bores of the one half of the caliper. Take the upper half of the caliper, ensure it's oriented the proper way, and install it onto the lower half. Take the 9/16 bolts, insert them in place. Later they will be torqued to 130 foot-pounds, plus or minus 10. That will be done when the calipers are installed onto the brackets on the car. Pretty hard to get 130 foot-pounds by hand without some sort of support. When, or if you have not already removed your bleed screw, remove that from the caliper and insert a new clean bleed screw. Just hand tight. Okay, a little bit of tightening of the 9/16 bolts, just so they seat in place, and we'll make sure that they are torqued to the proper specification once they're on the car. Just hand tight for now. Okay, the calipers are now ready for installation onto the car. Put the bracket bolts on. Just install them in place, and that way they don't get lost before going onto the car. Okay, we have one final step before putting the calipers onto the car. We have some copper washers, and we've got the new brake hoses to go along with that. We'll install the brake hoses onto the caliper before installing them on the car. Okay, we have new front brake hoses from Summit Racing. These are Dorman, part number H66724. Okay, make sure you insert the copper washer between the brake hose and the caliper. Hopefully this one goes on a little easier. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, quite easily done. Ready to be installed on the car.